live. Let's get this conversation started on tonight. Welcome to the program, y'all. Welcome to the conversation. For those of you who have subscribed to Tyrone Bowman Live, thank you for your subscription, and I hope you enjoy the journey. This channel right here, I deal with serious topics, serious information, analysis, commentary, news stories, very direct with a different perspective. And this channel primarily is for those who really want to learn. All right. Some things are hard to believe until you hear them, yet they are true. According to The Hill, the headline reads, House Republican circulates petition to deport Omar. So what's going on with this story? Let's get down to the essence of it. Representative Brandon Gill, a MAGA Republican from Texas, is circulating a petition for his supporters to sign to deport a fellow member of Congress, Representative Ilan Omar, Democrat from Minnesota. Gill had previously called on Omar to be deported, arguing she is more loyal to undocumented immigrants in the United States from her native Somalia than to the United States. The petition in an email circulated by Gill was first reported by Axios. Omar became a U.S. citizen in 2000 after fleeing her native country due to civil war. The Minnesota representative has been the target of Republican insults following her staunch criticism of President Trump during his first administration. His problem is he can't stand black people. Let's just put it out there in the ether and let's just tell it the way it is. That's his problem. And she's a woman. These MAGA racist bigots do not want women in power. They don't want white women in power. They don't want black women in power. All they want are white, racist, bigoted, misogynistic, chauvinistic pigs. That's who they want in power. They don't want any brown people in power. They don't want anyone that's of Anglo. They want anybody except black people. They want Anglo-Saxon people. They don't care about their views, their beliefs. They don't care how many people they insult. And you know what? This reminds me of something. Democrats, get your act together. The midterm elections are coming up next year, and you better damn well get out there and fight. Get up off your behinds, stop whining, stop crying, stop moaning. Trump won the election. They're not going to undo it. That's the bottom line. But you can make a difference. Get your war chest together. Get your money up. You know, like we say in the streets, get your money up. Be about your money, be about your business, and vote their asses out of power. Change the trajectory in the midterm elections. And you know what? You got a chance to take the Senate back as well. You need a voice of power. You need somebody that's not afraid to open up their mouth and speak truth to power. That's the bottom line. And lastly, stop voting with these Republicans. Stop trying to get along with them. Obstruct everything they do, just like they did with Obama when Obama was in power. They obstructed Obama for 8 years. They hated him. They despised him. They called him and First Lady Michelle Obama every derogatory name under the sun. They couldn't stand Obama simply because he was black. And really, he was biracial. So they hated the black part of him. So don't let it happen again. Get up off your behinds. That goes for you, CBC, Congressional Black Caucus. Get up off your lazy behinds. Get on the forefront like Dr. King and the civil rights people from the civil rights era did. Stop being afraid. Do your freaking jobs. And I'm not concerned about all these people who are whining and crying who voted for Trump. Now you're whining and crying when the man told you what he was going to do, yet it's adversely affecting you. That's why you're whining. That's why you're crying. That's why you're upset. It's called the ricochet effect, you jackass. All right, now let's get back to this story. So, Omar became a U.S. citizen in 2000 after fleeing her native country due to civil war. The Minnesota representative has been the target of Republican insults following her staunch criticism of President Trump during his first administration. Friend, we should never let Ilan Omar into our country. And frankly, America would be a much better place if she were to be sent back to Somalia. Gill wrote in the email, which included a picture of him next to President Trump. As in the past, he criticized Omar for discussing how to evade immigration and customs enforcement officers. Recently, it came out that Ilhan Omar is hosting free workshops for Somalians who are in our country illegally on how to evade ICE and deportation. It could not be more blatant. Ilhan Omar is more loyal to illegal Somalians than she is to the United States or the office she was elected to. Well, you all were not legal to, you all have no allegiance to the Constitution of the United States that you pledged to uphold when you were sworn into power. You pledged your allegiance to one person and one person only. Several Democrats criticized the most recent remarks by Gill, a freshman member of the new Congress. He ain't no freshman member, he's a racist, bigoted MAGAite. At Speaker Johnson, get control of your caucus before we have to take other actions. This is demeaning and embarrassing. Representative Mark Pocan, a Democrat from Wisconsin, said in a post on X, we all need to be better than this. Well, I'm going to quote him. We all need to be better than this shit. I expect an answer today, quote, close quote. Representative Premilia Yapa, a Democrat from Washington, also raised concerns with the GOP members' comments. It's disgusting that Republicans are attempting to raise money by threatening to deport a U.S. citizen just because they disagree with her, she wrote on X. That's what they do. They raise money off of every little thing. Then they get mad when the Democrats do the same thing. You're a bunch of hypocrites. All of y'all. All of y'all are alike. You think alike, you walk alike, you talk alike, you act alike. You all have come to a consensus that you hate black people, and we know you hate us. So since the lines are drawn, you hate us, now we can't stand you. You don't respect us, we don't respect you. You don't want us to have any place in this nation, guess what? Black people, we're not going anywhere. We are coming out en masse, and we're going to show you the power of black boycotting, the power of the black dollar, the power of black resistance through its economic power. And once we pull our resources together and stop shopping at all these white-owned, racist, bigoted stores, these stores and companies will go bankrupt, and you will change your policies. DEI is the new N-word. That's what it is. And y'all gonna get caught saying it because you say it all the time, and you're gonna slip up and it's gonna come out of your mouth on camera one day. Ilhan Omar is a tireless advocate for her district, a fierce protector of our democracy, and I know these fascist threats won't keep her down. We got a bunch of Nazis and racists in power. Tell it the way it is. Use the Constitution. Know the Constitution. Know your constitutional rights. They ain't the only ones in this nation that have a right to the Constitution of the United States. We have a right to the Constitution of the United States as well. Never surrender, never quit.